Hey guys, so in the last video you saw how to remove your air filter. This works on many vehicles, but in this vehicle we're going to install a K&N air filter. Obviously it's going to be in this general vicinity. I have no idea what it looks like. I'm not even sure which one I bought because I bought it so long ago, can't even remember. But for this truck, being it's has a compressor, so to speak, it's not really going to add any horsepower. It's just going to look fancy. That's about it. And that's pretty much universal for any forced induction vehicle, turbo, supercharger. Sometimes if you have both, it won't actually add horsepower because the turbocharger will take as much as it needs to out of the atmosphere and compress it. What does help is better oil, better turbo, things of that nature to keep it cool, keep it lubricated. Like by I said better oil, I meant like more of it, and an oil radiator, so to speak. Anyways, that all being said, we're going to get to dismantling this intake.
Turbo inspection time.
Turbo inspection time. So, what you're seeing there is fairly typical for a turbo. I'm not sure how old this turbo is, but it's not original to the vehicle. There's no way it's lasted for over 500,000 kilometers. But basically, you want to see what the play is, and there is some play. It moves freely though. It is a bit stiff, so like you should just spin. The blades look pretty good. Get in close to there. You can see the blades there. They're not so bad. This vehicle was just running for a good half an hour. So you don't hear too much of a noise, and it does spin. Now how much, you can see the movement there. That's a lot of movement. There you go. Wow, that's actually quite a bit of movement. That's over 1/8 of an inch. So, in my mind, I'm just thinking to myself, it's time to save up some money and replace this turbo before it detonates in the engine. Obviously, for the time being, I'm going to use it. It's going to stay in place, but I need to set $1,000 aside or so, see what I can find to replace the turbo in it, because you don't want to be rebuilding an engine over a turbo. So that was a fun little test, and it also was still spinning for a couple seconds after I turned off the camera, so I was happy with that. So to me, it's bad, but I still have to replace it. And it's starting to rain, bloody heck. So now we're gonna get to removing the rest of the intake. And as I was saying, guys, I bought a brand new K&N air filter a whole bunch of years ago. So let's see what this thing's got. instructions, almighty horsepower sticker. They give us some clamps. That looks good. Got some gasket, that's a good sign. We got our pipe, another good sign, and a gasket. Oh, so this is a true cold air intake. Oh, this should be the filter. And by a true cold air intake. Nothing else in the box. Good. It comes with this. So basically, what this does, and I'm assuming it sits like this. Yeah, they want the cannon. Yeah, they want this to be here. Yep, that's what they want. I have no idea how this goes together, but basically, this will segregate the filter from the heat, and therefore keep it cool, cold air intake, and that'll help with adding power. So I assume this goes down here like that. I guess they have that all notched out to avoid any of the components. In this case, you don't really need that, but whatever, it's there for a reason. Engineers built this stuff. So, got some propaganda here. Apparently, my engine is, well, if I hear stock 1995 Dodge Ram 2500 5.9 diesel. So that's pretty much what I have. Now it says notes stock baseline run, third gear run. It has 71,000 miles. So it's got some high mileage. Anyways, what do you call it? It shows right here the two lines. So it shows an increase of 9.17 horsepower at 2,500 RPM approximately, and then 18.79 foot-pounds of torque at 2,500 RPM. It says the run date for this was done in 2005, blah blah blah. Yeah, it shows all the temperature and everything like that. It says, you know what? They did their homework. I'm okay with this. I still don't guarantee that there's any increase in horsepower. What you will hear is a lot more noise because you don't have all the plastic and everything covering it, all the intake and all that stuff up. So you're gonna hear all the good noise. That's why you get these things. That's why. So now we're gonna get into the instructions and get the assembling this beast. So in the instructions, it gives you like the blow up drawing, and it gives you thermal air removing instructions, which we just did obviously, and it gives you all the installation instructions. So pretty happy with that. Although theirs, you can actually see that that's a better design. Mine's is black. So anyways, that all being said, now we can get to it. Find a little grommet, and this perfectly matches the curved piece for that bracket there. So I'm going to be installing that. earlier on when I got the truck is I installed some work lights, and they have been amazing. So let's just get this reassituated. Should point in the right direction. There we go. Of course, everything's giving me trouble, but hey, it is what it is. So right now, I'm putting the filter minder in. I'm gonna use some WD-40 to get the grommet in there, and she should be good to go. Sure. So we are done, guys. The intake is now a part of the truck. I figured out what the front of that was. I was about to call Canon and be like, what the hell? But it's a filter minder. I'm never going to use it. But it's there. I think that's there for dealerships and stuff to say, hey, and Canon can be like, no, doesn't void the warranty. So anyways, there's brackets here. Like solid, a bracket there. I couldn't use the, where the heck are they? There we go. This was the original fastener for those studs, and I couldn't use it because it's not long enough. So I'm gonna get some washers and some bolts, nuts, and just fasten them down there. Probably be nylon nuts. But other than that, this turned out really good. Looks really good on a rusty old beast like this. Now we're gonna go start it. Also, really loving the work lights. So happy I did that. Too much fun, guys. So hope you enjoyed the video. Got one more thing done on the truck. Time to shut it down for the night. So we're gonna start closing things up, put the tools away, and have fun in the shop, guys. Stay safe. As an added note, guys, never throw away your old filter. Not sure where that third one of those is. Anyways, it's there.